It's the tricky part for FANATIC is
Yamate, the only one in that mid lane. They just don't really seem very confident right now to even risk trying for the lifestealer. And of course, Yamate would easily be able to get away with that Infest. But now with 5 heroes Yamate, here, the only one in that mid lane. Maybe it's time to have a crack at this. They just don't really seem very confident right now to even risk to get that nice initiation off on the Tiny. Yamate would easily be able to get away with that Infest. But now with 5 heroes, Yamate the only one in that mid lane. Maybe it's time to have a crack at this. They just don't loop around. Really seem very confident right now to even risk to get that nice initiation off on the Tiny. Yamate would easily be able to get away with that Infest, but now it's scared. He does have the blink dagger. He does have the blink dagger. Barry will just steal the scream of pain away. Moon, gonna be cautious. He gets lifted up. The silence not gonna be down to the avalanche toss him. Barry will just steal the scream of pain away. Moon, getting cautious. He gets lifted up. The silence not gonna be down to the avalanche toss him. Barry will just steal the scream of pain away.
Relatively soon. They've got that Ags on the
Getting
goal.
lifted
They can just
up.
go
The
ahead and find
silence
this
not gonna
rotation
be
once more with the global presence of the Zeus.
down to the avalanche toss is dropped. Was on Barry. Avalanche is there on Yamate. Swap out onto DJ, but he's definitely just there. The silence not slowing down, but Rupture is going to catch out onto Raven. No, the avalanche is dropped. Was on Barry. Avalanche is there on Yamate. Swap out onto DJ, but he's definitely just there. The silence not slowing down, but Rupture is going to catch out onto Raven. No.
Trade for new esports, of course. FANATIC, their one boon here is that they're only losing supports. Their cores aren't being picked off. You're still somewhat keeping up in farm. It's not a good look. You look at Ice 5.8k net worth compared to, compared to Candy, it's 7.3. There's just not enough to keep up. That pipe we've been talking about for Ice, he does have the gold, or is very close to it, hasn't committed. But they're going to need that pipe up soon. They're going to need to find a way to make these group up works, because right now, new esports is just really controlling how these fights break out and where the action happens on the map.
Got that Heaven's Halberd now up on Yamate to boot. Going to be feeling even more confident now to fight into FANATIC. Thunder God's Wrath actually going to kill off Moon. DDZ, that was a solo pick off in our quap. And DJ going to be cautious. He does blink away in time. Looks like the name of the game here for FANATIC is just continue buying time for Raven. We have seen new esports continuously trying to push that mid lane in, but it has constantly been defended.
Yeah, it's been pretty good in that sense for the hold of FANATIC. What they really expect from the Drow, I'm not entirely certain. They're going for the SNY buildup, which is nice. 10k lead now from new esports. Even if you get that SNY up on Raven, that alone in the Drow is not enough. There are several other things that need to come out. The BKB on Moon is going to be pivotal as well. We need to see the pipe in play from Ice, so they've got it. They can try to go for a group up, but there's so much risk right now. Handy. He's at level 11 in the Bloodseeker, so he finally has a level in Blood Rage. Imagine that in the Zeus and the damage that brings.
It'll be fun. Yamate again going to start pushing in that mid wave. And again, FANATIC are going to be there to defend. Ice. He'll TP in and start getting those Plague Wards down. He's buying a lot of time here for Raven. Slowly making his way to that SNY. You start to wonder for new esports, like, do you even bother hanging around this mid lane any longer? It doesn't seem like they're going to be able to commit to that tower unless they do get a pick-off or two. We haven't really seen a smoke yet, but perhaps now we will when we do. Barry, he does pop one. Wrapped through to that Radiant Triangle once again.
Great scans.
20-minute banner coming up as well, John. DJ going to break the smoke of Yamate, so he'll try and rush up, but they are going to avoid everything. Some great game sense out from DJ. Great positioning. While they can't get the bounty runes, at least they do avoid having to take another team fight.
Yeah, and they're drawing lines now from FANATIC. Looks like they want to make a move of their own. They've got the smoke out. So this is when they show that pipe. This is when they show these pickups they've saved up for.
But are we smoking towards the enemy? They're going into the dire side triangle, but I think it's fairly obvious nobody's going to be there from new esports, as you just saw them run towards that top lane. Perhaps hoping to catch out DDZ or Yamate in that triangle by themselves, but they are not there. They are sticking as a team for now, so FANATIC, they might think about the Roshan play. Raven's going to come in, so will Moon, and they're going to get started. This is not going to be the easiest Roshan, and it is going to be fairly dangerous, as I believe new esports should be well aware this is going to be happening.
Oh yeah, they had a ward spotting. There's the God, Thunder God's Wrath as well. Ooh, it's just gonna get worse. They're not amped up and they might find stuff here.
Yeah, Ice, he's been ruptured up with the Veil out and he's just definitely dead. He will buy back. They're going to take the team fight. They'll go after DDZ, but it's just Moon. DJ right behind him. They've got to be careful. It's just a lot of damage out from DDZ right now. Meanwhile, Yamate's still going. We'll go for the Infest on a creep. And that was Yamate versing about 3 to 4 people and just not dying. AU now going for the swap, a great Sonic Wave out, but it's just not enough damage. DDZ is still alive thanks to that false promise, but now DJ jumps in and does kill off Mosen. There goes DDZ on Jesus. Yamate, he's just going to fight the whole team by himself, and it looks like they're going to pack off. They don't want to deal with him, so Yamate, he'll take DJ's life. Now Moon jumps back in, but Barry gets a scream off. Gale out on Yamate, slowed him down, but this Bloodseeker is going to run fast, and there's your buyback from DDZ. Throwing the Nimbus down onto Moon. Now after Raven, the Yules is going to be there in time, so Yamate should be able to get this Drow Ranger, and they are. Oh, another disastrous fight for FANATIC. That is not what they wanted.
Oh, definitely not. The stalling tactics from New Esports just works out excellently. Like, even if you lost your Zeus, even if you lost your Oracle, it bought enough time to get that damage flying out. The pipe from Ice, it's not mattering too much. Their positioning isn't able to maximize that shield. And FANATIC, they find themselves at the 12k disadvantage. So the fight's not working out. They only found a couple of kills. They forced a buyback from the Zeus, which is great. Roche they were gunning for earlier, they're not in a position to contest it anytime soon. They've got that SNY and Raven. They forced that fight without it. They've got it now in their Drow. I don't think that's enough. It's definitely not enough. They need a lot more. They need that BKB on Moon. That's the big one. So you have at least one core who won't get controlled up, who won't get bursted down. But before that point, like, if you're just depending on the pipe, it's not enough from Ice.
Oh, DJ. Can he get the blink off? He can. And that last Roshan fight did just seem very, very desperate from this Radiant side. They'll leave it for now and just go back to farming, as they do need to start working towards that Hurricane Pike and BKB on Raven now. Gonna have to really have those defensive items up, as Yamate is getting close to an Abyssal Blade. And once that Abyssal's up, Raven won't really be able to run away too easily. Until at the very least he has the 4-star. Which in all honesty, it looks like Yamate is going to have that Abyssal before he does even have the 4-star up. And speaking of Yamate, John, he's pretending to be a range creep right now. Ice hasn't noticed, so now Yamate just going to jump in with the open wounds. He'll go for the TP, but he does get bashed up by Yamate. Oh, I love the cheeky play out from this lifestealer. And of all people, yeah, Ice, you've got to tip him. That's an Ice play if I've ever seen one.
Oh yeah, New Esports, man, they're just surprising us. Like, again, we haven't seen Lance and DDZ too much in this tier, but they're showing up today. Fantastic play so far. 13k lead. They just have control. Like, they might not be progressing in objectives, they are going for that tier 1 mid. So this is an important one. If they can fully commit to this, take it out, it gives them a clearer path towards Roche, a clearer path towards taking control in the jungle, the Radiant jungle, which we haven't seen them really plant wards in. So that will open up the map for more aggression from the esports side.
It definitely will. And what else is going to open up more aggression, John? This Roshan play. Yamate going to go straight for that Aegis now. He's just about less than 1k gold away from having that full Abyssal Blade up, and in fact, they're going to leave the Roshan, go back for the Bounty Rune, and perhaps go back for the Roshan. Yamate, do you want to bomb?
Oh no. It's the same story. You know, last time we missed the kill on Moon, he was split pushing bot lane. DDZ was around. His damage is just insane. They find all the bounty runes. They're gonna find Roche. FANATIC, they're just bleeding out hero by hero here.
Problematic. That Roshan is still happening. Yamate just getting it done by himself. Candy Luna will jump in and try to help out. There's only escalating here for Neon Esports, excuse me, not Neon, New Esports. Neon will be on later on. Oh, AU gonna try for the swap, but no, he will not be able to get it. Yamate does get the Aegis, and now AU gonna go down. DDZ once again able to find another kill on this Zeus, and he's just been doing a fantastic job.
and it's all just bad news for FANATIC. Excellent news for new esports. You know, the Abyssal that you talked about, it's up. It's there. So no matter what you have here from Raven, from even Moon, you're not going to stop a Abyssal lifestealer. He's just going to run up. He's got 2 lives now as well. 16k lead on new esports up against FANATIC. And we talked about, you know, the roster shakeups maybe playing a factor here. It feels like FANATIC got caught a bit off guard, right? They've got the comfort picks of Veno, they've got the Brow, they've got Moon's Quap. These are heroes they all excel at. Not showing up. I think new esports, they throw a left fielder here, right? Bloodseeker Zeus. I mean, it's working out fantastically, and I mean, we haven't even seen the combo with Blood Rage. I want to see it. I want to see them give DDZ the Blood Rage, have him nuke someone from long range. Just do it.
Oh, Barry, he's got an infested lifestealer right now. So Barry's going to be the initiation here for New. He's got a blink tagger, John. He could theoretically just blink in if that's what he wants to do. Barry, are you going to do it? We saw Yamate with the range creep play before. This is a little bit different, but I guess it's similar.
Oh,
and yeah, he'll just blink in. Oh, all right, AU gonna go down.
Oh man,
just not much they can do about it.
Oh, I love this from you esports. Like their playstyle right now, it's like a well-coordinated pub, right? Like it's just really pub-made heroes run at you, force these fights out. It's like your core yelling at you to let your lifestealer in. You know, and just running around, it's working out. Like right now, FANATIC though, they're trying to split push the bot lane again. You've got DJ clearing that wave out, but you can see the clump up from new esports. They're just applying pressure on the opposite side. There's no room for FANATIC to farm safely, although Martin melts.
He does. Luckily for him, he can heal himself up, so he'll be just fine. They are still taking that middle tier 2 tower. Yamate just happy to be able to auto attack it down, and would you believe it, John? Yamate now has a paladin sword to take. Oh, look!
Of course.
Look at that. Who would have guessed that was going to happen?
As is tradition, now we just need to wait for FANATIC to pick up a repair kit. Then that's exactly what we want as casters to see every single time, and that is going to happen.
Don't take it too far, John. No repair kits, please. We have 8 games today, John. I don't think we can afford to have repair kits in the game.
Oh, it's still... The BKB is up for Moon, so that's FANATIC's cue to smoke up. This is their first smoke in a while. It has to be successful.
Barry's infested again, John. He's going to blink in with the lift up, and that is Ice gone. DDZ, the one to take the kill there with the Nimbus. Now, bot lane, who have they got there? It is going to be the Oracle. So 1-for-1 trade, but that is still your POS 3 for a POS 5. Still definitely a positive trade out for New, but well, you just see how much more valuable the position 5 was on New Esports. They gave about 500 gold away to FANATIC.
Yeah, and at this point, again, you take what you can get if you're FANATIC. You do lose a tier 2 for that effort, though. Top tier 2 gone, mid tier 2 was already gone a while ago, so 1 outer tower left for FANATIC. The map is starting to shrink, and this is the lineup we expected to force these towers out earlier. So not a good look. FANATIC gonna have to try to find a way back in again. They've still got Moon's fresh BKB. They gotta make use of it.
Barry's been infested. Take the outpost. Be Candy Loon taking care of that one. Barry, meanwhile, going through to that mid lane, get the lift off onto Moon, and that is a huge pick-off. They can get it, and they can, and now AU trying to come in for a swap attempt. He does get 4-staffed out.
Oh boy.
I think for FANATIC right now, the only play they can really afford to make is just defending high ground. 20k behind, it's just way too far.
Oh man, and it's just set to get worse. You've got the Bloodstone out in DDZ, so he can just...
Oh no.
He's not going to have mana issues. He's going to be able to sustain.
Into the tier 4 towers, this could be it. He does still have the Aegis available on that lifestealer. False Promise going to save him, but a great swap in from AU. Yamate gets the Abyssal off, another swap in onto Yamate. He still has the Aegis. They'll take out 1 life, but now AU might go down, and he does. They do also get Ice. Back with the silence. DJ jumping in with an avalanche, but won't be able to get the toss. 2 buybacks expended from FANATIC, and that is going to be it for New Esports. They do back off.
That was on the edge for New Esports. Yamate, on his stat, had about 3 seconds on that Aegis. Like that, that second life from the Oracle might have turned out to be really bad if it came any second later. So on the edge, they make it work, they force a couple of buybacks, and they maintain control in the triangle. So New Esports, they don't feel daunted. They're looking to go again, Barry.
Yeah, they saw Ice. It's an easy kill on Ice. It's obviously his job to try and just push out that mid wave, and in fact, I believe he was actually baiting for his team, John, but they couldn't make it in time to help him. That is a very, very upsetting kind of bait to have. FANATIC, they're still going to try and loop around through that mid lane, but they're not going to find anyone.
No, and it gets difficult now. That's a dieback on Ice. He's gone for a full minute. And you can see New Esports, they're just pressuring these lanes in. They don't have a Roche to take. They don't have anything else to do. So they're just going to shut this map down. And FANATIC, they're not finding that space to farm. They're going to have to defend these tier 3s as the siege does begin once more.
Yeah, they definitely are going to have to defend. That tier 3 tower not going to last very long at this rate. DJ looking for another attempt to get a toss back. Rupture is going to be thrown out onto Moon, but he'll just blink away. Thunder God's Wrath now out. They are trying for Barry on the Rubik, but he'll be fine as AU going to be chased down and does end up going down.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
Back towards that Rax. They just can't be stopped at the moment. It's a 3v5 situation. Gus to do nothing as Yamate does just press the rage button, and they'll leave with the Rax advantage.
Yeah, just like that. Very clean for New Esports. FANATIC now 29k behind, 6-29, 32 minutes in. There's the Dagons flying out from her Bloodseeker. You know what that means when a Bloodseeker's got Dagon. It's going excellently here. They've got the advantage. They know it.
Oh,
and FANATIC...
He gets a quickening charm as well, by the way, John.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
In case his cooldowns weren't short enough already, get him a quickening charm. Help him out a bit.
Oh boy, this is gonna be tough for FANATIC. Like, man, I've been talking about Moon's BKB. Mike, can you take a look for me? Tell me how many seconds is left in that BKB. Oh, how many seconds on Moon's BKB? I see 10.
Oh, you don't do Moon like that, John. Don't. BKB. It's always a classic, right? When you see the 10-second charge. It's always a little bit upsetting to see, but in all fairness to Moon, John, I can't say that FANATIC has had a good enough team fight where it looked like he could actually use it.
Yeah, it's been 1-by-1. That's the major issue for FANATIC, but I don't really think that's FANATIC playing bad. I think New is just playing so well. Like, they find us a kill once more in DJ. It's just, they're all over the map.
I've never had to follow a Rubik, of all things, throughout this whole game, but there we have it. I mean, I'm just going to keep my eyes on Barry this whole time, apparently. As Yamate continues to just choose him for the Infest target. You still seem to know Moon is around that bot lane. They're just waiting for him to show his face. Yamate will be the first one to show up, and Moon, of course, would... Oh, Thunder God's Wrath comes out. They're looking for a lift. Barry. Nimbus perfectly positioned as well. They have vision. Moon, he has no TP left. I believe he just uses it. So BKB up. No. Barry does take the blink away now. He's just going to wait as Moon does have a DD rune, but Barry going to blink forward. Now DDZ. Where are they going? He went north, Moon. But they know Barry is still on the chase. Still, Moon will blink away further north. And I believe they are aware.
Oh my god!
Again, perfect. Moon has no TP to play with, so he is just trying to waste the time of New Esports. He'll blink north again, but Barry blinking right on top of him. Won't realize where he is, but now they will. Moon, he blinked into the Thunderstrike. Oh no!
What was that? Like, Moon, a valiant chase, but the game senses from you, man. DDZ, this guy's a radar system. He's just finding him in the jungle, in the fog. Good God, like, FANATIC, they're buying time. I mean, they're buying time, but look at his candy.
Gonna run into DJ with the Blood Riot out. DJ really has no chance of survival here. Does go down. They also get AU. And you know, John, most people, when they saw New Esports, you know, in the team lineup, they would have thought this is one of the underdogs of the tournament, and I would have agreed with you. But they are looking absolutely fantastic, John. It's a 31k net worth lead.
It's an insane lead. It's 6-33 as well. Like, I have not seen a game like this in a long time, and I have never seen a game like this from FANATIC in a very long time. So the Roche is being taken now by New Esports. They've got the leveled up Dagons. They've got the refresh on DDZ. There's the keys and Aegis on top of it. FANATIC, I don't know what the answer is. The problem is New Esports, and I don't know what answers FANATIC has. It has to be pixel perfect play from the side of FANATIC, and it's just so difficult to overcome this kind of gap.
On the brighter side, by the way, John, Moon has now got a 9-second BKB charge. So just to
that was the use in the jungle, you know, in the tree line. So
I wasn't going to point that part out, John. Lift up from Barry. He's going to be out onto Ice, and he just melts.
It's scary when you can't even stay in that ridge line on your high ground. And Vaulting's
setting the courier. Just something needs to get in there. Someone needs to defend the tier 3 tower. Heroes can't do it. Send the donkeys in. They'll get it done.
You know, New Esports
again. Barry, Moon, he is melting. Swap out from AU, but he's going to lose his own life.
It's just being dismantled.
There you go.
And they call.
Yeah, GG is called. That'll be game 1.
6-35, 34k lead. The New Esports with a very spectacular showing in game 1. FANATIC, a bit I can't say a bit. That is a very rocky performance. They had a solid draft. Is it down to the new team composition? Is it down to not